Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening, and welcome to our Team Harmony patching podcast with my amazing co-host, Cami Bretko. And Cami is going to take the first half of the info session tonight, and I'll take the second half. So I'm going to turn this over to Cami now.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cami, and I'm honored to have this amazing technology to share with you. I have to apologize for my amazing, sexy voice. I've not been smoking 2 packs a day. I'm on the mend, but my voice is the last thing to come back. So I feel great thanks to these patches, but my voice is the last thing to come back. So tonight we're going to be talking about our cells and this phototherapy, a use that will surprise you, and it will increase your energy, enhance your focus, and boost your performance of your own body's cells. So years ago, these guys were way ahead of their time with their inventions and thoughts. And I love that Albert Einstein said that the future of medicine is in frequency, and that Thomas Edison, um, I said Albert Einstein, right? Thomas Edison said that he had hoped that the doctors of the future will give no pills, but focus on the cause and prevention of disease. And that certainly is my heart's cry as I dig into the causes of how our bodies have troubles. And I'm so thankful to have this technology. And this quote again is amazing. It's the future of medicine is not about treating illness. It's about unlocking the body's innate ability to heal. We have built-in systems to heal itself. And that is a beautiful thing. This technology we're talking about just gives it a signal to do what it was meant to do. And it's a beautiful thing. So Tracey and I are not medical professionals. And so we want to make sure that you are understanding that we cannot treat or diagnose any medical conditions this evening. We're just here to provide. Mute. We're just here to share this information with you, and request that you go with this information back to your medical professionals.
Yeah. Well,
So let's okay, I got you. I had a choice of making an office in my dining room. My son's having another meeting in another room, or going outside where the neighbor child was screaming. So,
Oh, very good, Cami. I'm sorry. I was trying to mute everybody, and I think I muted you thinking, okay, thank you for
that's
clarifying.
okay. No problem. So practitioners are using light therapy. You see these different modalities of light, lasers, and different things throughout time. More recently, it's been used for different treatments and things, and it's wonderful. So tonight we're talking about a way of using light that is our body is the source of light. So we'll get into that in just a second. But first, we're going to take a second and talk about stem cells. So as a baby is developing inside the womb, the baby is made up of stem cells. And those cells are the type of cells that can become anything that your body needs. And that's why they heal so fast when they're little. That's and as they grow, they those stem cells start to specialize, and a lot of them go dormant over time. By the time you're 60 years old, you only have about 10% of those stem cells that are active in your body. And it's just kind of like a downhill slide. Everybody knows about aging, right? So tonight we're talking about a wearable light technology where you activate your own body light. So it's harnessed in these wearable watches, and they're just light reflectors, and they are pretty amazing. They just reflect your own body light back at your body, and your body receives that frequency and starts to do different things and make different peptides. As you can see, this is patented wearable light technology. So it's patented. There's not any medicines or any medications, any substances going into your body. And here's a video Tracy will play for us.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
I love that. Live long and live well. That's what we all want to do, is not just increase our lifespan, but increase our health span. And so that's what we get to share about. This company has been around for over 20 years. And you think, oh my goodness, why haven't we heard about this amazing company before? And it actually has been kind of the secret sauce in professional athletics for a long time. It's been used by the US Navy SEALs. It's been used by our Olympic teams. And then, of course, you can see our different professional athletes and football teams and different sports teams using them. And so it's been in this world for a long time. And of course, if you have something that gives you an edge over your competitors, you're not going to be super public about it. And so that's where this has been for many years. But in 2019, history was made when the X39 came out. And the X39 is what we spend a lot of time talking about because it tells your body to make copper peptide. And that was something that when it's present, your own repair cells are regenerated. And you can see all of these wonderful benefits of that copper peptide, giving you mental clarity, improving sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, reducing inflammation. All of these things are actions that happen when that copper peptide from the X39 telling your body with light to make it. And it's beautiful. There's no drugs or chemicals or stimulants in these patches. It's just a light reflector.
And you're not gonna bring your PC.
There's a beautiful website that you can go to and do your own research. And I hope that you do. If you are the type of person that needs to see studies and dig your teeth into clinical studies and hear what doctors are saying about this, this is a great website to go to. It's called startx39now.com. And it's a wonderful resource, all kinds of information from 1-minute videos all the way through to clinical studies and patents, and a lot more information about that GHK copper peptide. Before you're done, you will be very, very impressed. So this is one of the results of the study that was done with participants wearing the X39 for 6 weeks. They took the cardiovascular biomarkers at the beginning of the test and at the end of the test. And most of the participants reduced their age, meaning they got younger cardiovascularly, an average of 8 weeks. So they were 6 weeks older, but they got 8 weeks younger by wearing the patches. And this is another 6-week study done showing the brain balancing effects of GHK copper peptide. This is one of the participants of this brain health study, and it was 6 weeks long. So session 1 is the baseline before patching. Session 2 is 3 weeks in, and session 3 is 6 weeks in. So this is one example of everybody who participated. They all had improvement and migration from a more unbalanced brain to a balanced brain. And you can see they had improved memory, improved focus, improved cognition, because that GHK copper peptide supports cell and nerve regeneration.
Download the diagram on.
And another beautiful side effect. How many of you know that when you sleep, that's when your body heals and regenerates? It's also really good for your memory as well. So we need our sleep. It is part of being healthy and productive during the day. So when we get a good quality sleep, then our body goes through different processes that detox our brain. They go through our body, and there's 5 90-minute cycles that our body goes through at nighttime. So the X39 patch does help your body have more energy during the day. And a better night's sleep is one of the first things that people often report. But we also have a couple of other patches that help you get additional sleep benefits. And the Alavita is one of them. And so are silent nights. So scientists find that we age dramatically in two bursts. The first one is at 44, and then the next one is again at 60. We'd like to help you, like maybe either prevent those or reverse those with this technology. And this is our friend Marcy, who's done just that. She was had dealt with double mastectomy. She had chemo, radiation, and thought she was free of those fast growing cells for about 6 months. And then when it came back, there was a reoccurrence with a nasty side order of a skin cancer that the doctor said was very, very aggressive. And so when she was very depressed, of course, who wouldn't be, and did not want to go through all those crazy invasive procedures again, and the terrible chemo, her doctor friend, who's a naturopath, learned of these patches and brought her 10. And she looked at these round Band-Aid looking things and she was like, you're bringing me Band-Aids. I'm dying and you're bringing me Band-Aids. And doctor was like, wait a minute, they're not Band-Aids. They will reflect your own body light and you will, your body will know what to do. And so in those 10 days, her body started detoxing. And she said she tasted the heavy metals of chemo for 2 days. And then her skin detoxed. And then pretty soon she couldn't stop touching her skin. It felt so lovely. And her mood lifted. That is huge. And so at the end of the 10th day, she was like, we need to tell the world about this. These patches are amazing. And she has said that she's been in remission now for 5 years. So we're thrilled to have Marcy with us. So we're talking about the difference between age reversal and anti-aging. Anti-aging means that you're just pressing pause on the aging processes that you're doing right now. But these patches actually take you back in time. The longer you wear them, the more they have a cumulative effect on your cells. So this is our wonderful friend, Dr. John Harmon. And you can tell that it's hard to believe that the picture on the left is him younger than the picture of him on the right. He just turned 70 and he is vibrant, alive, amazing, and has had a heart condition cleared up from these patches. And he's done a deep dive on this copper peptide as well. And we love referring to his book. There's different examples of accelerated repair, skin repair. You can see acne, you can see hair coming back. I love the décolleté here on the bottom. Those are some of the results. I wasn't quite that wrinkly when I started patching, but my goodness, I love my skin. I love how my skin looks now. You can see vitiligo here. We debated whether or not that was the same man, and that was 1 year on the patches. Can you imagine? The doctor says you're always going to have that. And then a year later, you look vibrant, alive, healthy, and 20 years younger. So many wonderful stories. And we always want to tell you and remind you, please patch your pets. We have people take their patches off of themselves and put them on their animals because they have been amazing results on our furry friends. And this dog Brutus was dealing with arthritis and eyesight issues, and he was just sitting on his bed and no longer able to see enough to go around the house. And this the picture on the right of him is a week after patching. So and he now gets up. So we have a wonderful guest here, and I'll let Tracy share, introduce the guest.
Okay, well, I'd love to ask Betty Griffin if you could please unmute yourself, Betty. Betty's down in Texas, and we got acquainted through tragedy, I would say. And sometimes good can come from bad. And I'm excited for Betty to share her story. So, Betty,
Hi,
could you
everybody.
please let everyone know what you were dealing with? What was life like? And what have you been using in the way of patches? And what have you noticed?
Um, uh, so recently about 9 months ago, I had my fifth baby at home, and everything went well up until we found out that he was not eating. So we rushed him to the hospital and came to find out he was a trisomy 18 baby. Trisomy 18 babies are 3 chromosomes, and there's nothing that I could have done to eat better or take care of myself better. I'm all about holistic lifestyle, so I was very careful with. I mean, this is my fifth baby, home birth, and so I didn't know what I did wrong. My husband's phone is going off. Sorry. And so, as most parents, we go up and down researching everything we can, and until we met with geneticists and chromosome doctors and all that, they said that he is not going to live. He's going to die. So that being told us, we're just like, okay, every time for the first 3 months when we saw a specialist, we kept being told that our baby's going to die. But when I was pregnant with him, there was no signs of him being any kind of like any alarming. No, everything was measured out fine. So I just kept questioning, like, this can't be. So I went down the whole holistic life. Like, I would drink more water, better water. I would do red light therapy. I would eat better. And so I kept giving him breast milk. But we were in a NICU. The only way they would discharge him was to get him a G tube. So, because he wasn't eating so much on his own. So we got him a G tube and finally got discharged to go home. If I wasn't there to advocate for him every day, they would have kept him and kept studying on him because he's not supposed to live. And this month we celebrate his 9-month birthday. Praise the Lord. 2 months ago, I met Tracy through a friend of mine named Veronique. I used to live in Washington, Covington, and Bonnie Lake, and I have many friends there. And Veronique kept introducing this product to me a long time, but for me, I didn't think I needed it because I was already living a holistic lifestyle. But I'm so grateful that Veronique kept introducing it to me, and she saw my story about my baby being diagnosed with 3 chromosome, and there was nothing we could do to help him. So us parents just live thinking every day our baby's gonna die. So I met Tracy through Veronique, and they prayed over me and told me that this might help and whatever it could. And long story short, my baby is not on anything, no surgery. His heart is thriving. His brain is functioning. He is a thriving trisomy 18 baby, and he is 100% trisomy, which means they don't have a lifespan. There's no lifespan on them. They're not even supposed to be alive. So praise God that he's alive. I don't only use the patch, but I know that the patch is helping him tremendously on top of what we're doing with him. We do a lot of holistic healing, and so the patch only escalated. I think, in my knowledge, God gives us, knowledge and wisdom. So by utilizing these skills and knowledge and wisdom, I truly feel that my baby is thriving. After 2 months, I was consecutively using it, not taking a break, and he's still using it today. I love all the patches. I figure them all out now, and my entire family use it now because we've seen so much improve on our baby. And his cardiologist, his pulmonologist, his hypertension, you name all the list, specialists, they just said, you know what, we're gonna leave him alone. His body is compensating each other, so we're just gonna let his body grow. So thank God. That's my story. Thank you for letting me
Cool.
share with you guys.
That is
Oh, thank you so much,
amazing.
Betty. Yes.
You know how many thousands of people you're going to give hope to because of your
Yeah,
story. That's
yeah.
amazing. Oh my goodness.
That is
Wow.
I
incredible.
believe everybody should wear these patch, because it's our own body that's healing itself, and we're just giving it the tools, right? So
Right.
the tool is really just whether you're doing water or supplements, but this is like literally non-invasive, and by utilizing the light, you know,
Yeah.
mommy alarm clock.
Ah,
Thank you guys.
oh,
Well,
thank you so
thank you
much,
so much,
Betty.
Betty.
Wow.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna mute
Appreciate
myself
you.
now. Sorry.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, Deb.
Okay.
Wow.
What a story. Ah, that
That's
gave me tears. Oh,
amazing. Oh,
that's,
doesn't get any better than that.
yeah. Okay, moving on here.
All right,
So
Trace.
I will share with you how you can get your hands on these, what I am now coining miracle maker patches, because you just heard a miracle. And there's very few things on this earth that could sustain the life of a baby that originally wasn't expected to even live beyond a day or two. And here we are 9 months later. Stem cells are miracles, and that's how that baby is created. All of us were babies. It's those stem cells. So the X39 activates those dormant repair cells in our body, and they can actually bring back the blank ones that can become whatever cell your body needs. If your body needs that heart cell, the brain cell, something to support the need, that is the patch that does it. This is the most miraculous of them all. And it's at retail $149.95 for a 30-day supply. And we think that's a pretty great bargain. And if you've ever priced stem cell painful injections, they're a minimum of $3,000. You typically need multiple injections, and they can go up to, 10, 30, $35,000, I've heard. There's another patch called X49. It's a sister peptide to the GHK, and it is working on metabolism, originally designed to protect brain and cells from electromagnetic frequency protection. So it also is helping with lean muscle mass, boosting the immune system and the metabolism, actually, and doing really amazing things metabolism wise and bone density, they've realized. But we love to help you get these at wholesale and $99.95. So about the cost of a cup of coffee a day. That is the best way to get them. And we'll explain more in a minute how you can get these at wholesale. But there are some other supportive patches. And when you get started, we always like people to begin with X39 and Aeon, regardless of your age, regardless of what you have going. These are called the dynamic duo, that combination. And that Aeon patch is coined the happy patch. It is an inflammation reducer. It's helping the autonomic nervous system getting into a calming state. So if you're somebody who's always anxious and racing, this will just help you slow down. But most importantly, it's pulling that inflammation out. Inflammation eats stem cells. So you just really want to get that inflammation under control so the X39 can do the best job for your body. If you're somebody who's dealing with pain, we like to add Ice Wave as a pain blocker. This is a 2-patch system. There's a tan patch and a white patch, and it is completely drug-free, and it is helping the body to relieve that sensation of pain. And pretty amazing what it does. It helps the body to just relax so we can start getting the blood flow back in with these amazing peptides and stem cell changes in the body. Another patch originally developed and called the Trophy Wife patch is Alavida. And here's the reality. It's not only for wives, it's for anybody who needs more collagen in their body. It's not just about beauty, pretty skin, pretty hair. We are talking joint lubrication. We're talking ligament, tendon. This also helps with sleep, brain, telomeres, so much. And these are very affordable. It's $79.95 at retail, as low as $49.95 at wholesale. We'll explain that in a minute. But we really do have a variety of patches for whatever you might be dealing with after that first month of what we would recommend, those few we just went over, we can add some extra ones to help whatever issue you might be dealing with. And the Alavita system also has a very pure, natural skin system, day cream, night cream, and an eye cream as well. But talking about the wholesale packages, so our favorite way to build a pack is to customize for what you specifically are dealing with. If that's pain, if that's sleep, if that's an autoimmune issue, we can build a pack for you. So think of Costco. You know, you can go shop other places and pay retail, or you can go to Costco and get things in a volume package, right? That's the same way with this here. So that core pack, $295 is a one-time purchase, and you are going to get 3 points. We spend those points on patches. 1 point is for the X patches and half a point for the supportive. So for that $295, we typically are getting you about 5 different packages. If we're talking about, say, a husband and wife or family, we can get you a larger pack, that advanced, for $535. Again, this is a one-time purchase, and you can get the same quantity of points. Actually double the points in the core pack, or we can do this as an upgrade. So if you bought in at the core pack for $295, you can then do an upgrade later to that advanced pack, getting the same 3 points again, but it only is going to cost you the difference between the two costs. So it would be $240, and that is giving you one supportive pack of your choice for free. There is a large package called the premium, and that would be somebody who might have a practice or a hair salon, massage studio. You're getting the most patches for the least amount of money. And then you
Over
can
here.
order a monthly subscription, and we recommend that you continue utilizing these. 1 month is really not enough. 1 month is scratching the surface. We are waking up some dormant stem cells. We are getting inflammation out of the body, but really the formula is 1 month for every decade you are old. And that is the $99.95 a month for the X39 thereon. And we can set that up as a monthly subscription that ships to you, or you can go in and select and add additional patches with that at wholesale once you've purchased this one-time package. And there is a special promotion right now to get you the Alavita Trio system. That's 2 months of the patches, the day cream and the night cream, and it's 15% off. It is a really great value. And once you have purchased at wholesale, you will be getting the wholesale price for all of these. This now includes the eye cream, and it's $186 right now on special. So that's a pretty great deal. And then every Monday and Tuesday night, Cami, Joy, and I are here sharing the intro at 6 o'clock. And we give away some free patches. So if you did bring a guest, I want to remind you, please put your name and your guest name into chat. We're going to do that drawing here in just a minute. And then on Tuesday night, following this intro, we're going to take some questions here real quick, and then we're going to go on to our deep dive for about 20-30 minutes. So if you can stay on, we really encourage you. It's going to be really good on hydration tonight and how the body really responds or doesn't respond when it doesn't get it. And then every Wednesday, our friend Marcy, 4 p.m. Pacific time, she also does a patching party. So what to do next? We always say, let's get your questions answered. We can do that for you here in just a few minutes. We'd want you to get back with the person who invited you if you would like to place that order. And again, our recommendation is always the dynamic duo, X39 and Aeon, bare minimum, and give them at least 90 days. And then we can add some supportive patches for specific issues. You can always invite your friends to help them learn, because this is really an amazing gift. Giving the gift of health is priceless. And we really feel obligated to share. It's kind of a social responsibility for us, because if nobody had told me, I would never have regenerated my thyroid. I would have had to do a bunion surgery to remove a bunion. Those things took care of themselves because of the power of this patch, not to mention my hot flashes went away, my brain came back, my hair has grown thicker than it's been in years. But the reality is, with this company, the reason you've never heard of it before is LifeWave cannot advertise due to our FDA regulations in America. So they do depend on us to share. And you can earn a thank you check for doing that. And this is the fastest growing direct marketing company for the second year in a row. So we always say, just begin living younger today. Don't let your body go older. Stay young. And so now we'd like to open it up and answer some questions. And I will go ahead and stop our recording. And again, thank you for joining us. And we're again back next Monday and Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. And if you'd like to hold on here for just a couple minutes, we'll start the next session shortly.